Welcome back to the X's and O show, you guys. Super excited to be here, man. As you can see, we got Jake in the building now.
Yes, sir. King
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Jake, King Jake.
New
let's
member,
go.
man. We're just gonna go over some basketball today. It's three boys just talking
Yeah,
about hoops, debating.
we had to get it back started. Me and Justin tried doing this before. We had troubles with like the phone setup and everything, so we're trying
Yeah,
StreamYard now. We're gonna hopefully figure this out.
yeah, trying something new. I mean, seems pretty clean right now.
Yeah,
So
I mean everyone's always at different locations. It's just hard
yeah,
Yeah,
getting all three of us together.
no doubt. Yeah. Well, and you boys just want to get right into the draft.
Let's
let's
get it,
go.
man.
What do we think about What do we think about Ricochet going number one over Sar?
I
I didn't
mean,
have it on the sheet, but I'm like, I gotta
I
bring it up.
think I think Sar was a better player in the draft, but I just think it came down to positional
I
need. They
agree.
needed that wing.
And they didn't interview Sar either. Um,
I heard he didn't wanna go there anyway, so it didn't
yeah,
even
which was kind of weird to me because would you rather
I
want to be in
it
Atlanta
was
or
weird because
Washington?
they shouldn't even been one. So it's like they were
Yeah,
a
I
fringe
agree.
play-in team, they had a down
Yeah,
year,
right.
but
Obviously, the Dejounte trade they brought. I mean, they still got Trey Young, traded Dejounte, but I don't know. I don't hate Ricochet. I just don't think he has nearly as much potential as Sar.
That's what I want to say. I think when you got the number one overall pick in the NBA draft, you don't draft for the position. You draft for how much talent that guy brings into the table. And I think Sar has the most talent right
Yeah,
there.
no doubt. Like at a
yeah,
pick like that, you literally just take You don't take positional value. You
like
just take value in general.
Clint
Right.
You
Capella,
grab the best player available, no matter what.
yeah, Clint Capella,
You know?
he's just your basic old school center, Aneka
Yeah.
Okongwu, he hasn't done anything for them. I mean, he got some good minutes last year, but it's not like he's a game changer in any needs, not
Right.
even in the starting lineup.
I agree, and I do like Okongwu, but it's like to a certain extent,
He
are you
hasn't done
really are
anything.
you
Like,
taking
Yeah, he hasn't done too much.
are you passing up on Alex Sarr because of him? But
so
well, how do we feel about Holland? Ron
Holland,
Holland played
Well, let's talk
yesterday.
about Star though too. Do you think he could play like at the power forward position? Because isn't that what he's kind of more listed as?
yeah, I mean
That's what he wants to play, is what he says.
It looks
So
like he can move
that
pretty
like
well, and he
that
can space the
Porzingis type
floor a little
role.
bit too.
yeah,
He can shoot the ball a little bit, and on the first summer league game against the Wizards, he like exceeded very well defensively, and I think that's what the freaking Hawks needed. So I think they did sell by picking the Zachary French dude. Don't know how to say his last
yeah,
name, but
yeah.
I
No,
think
I got you.
I
To me,
think Sar
Sar's like a Jalen Duren
he had four
with defense, though.
he had
Yeah,
four blocks.
You know what I mean?
Jalen Duren
yeah.
does not bring that to the Pistons. He had
Exactly.
four
He
blocks,
doesn't bring that
one
type of
steal.
defense.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like Sarr a lot.
It
A
looks
guy
like
that
he
I would
can
have
shoot
even
a little bit
considered is
too. It
Reed.
looks like he can shoot a little bit too. He might be
Yeah.
nice.
Well, his shot looks nice. That's the thing. He just
Yeah,
didn't take
Yeah.
like a whole bunch of them. But when a guy comes in like so young, a lot of these teams, like what they look at is just like quite literally how well does their jump shot look, like their
right.
mechanics.
They didn't
Like
look at
Ron
that for
100%.
Holland,
Lonzo,
right?
100%.
not Lonzo.
Yeah, no doubt. But he came in and they kind of fixed his shot a little bit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
Fred
definitely
Vinson
did.
kind of fixed his shot, and
They
now the
definitely didn't
Pistons
fix
got
it when
him.
he was on the Lakers. That was more of a Pelicans thing, I felt like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Because the Pelicans have like a super good track record with literally taking guys that came in the league they couldn't shoot, like
Mhm.
Trey Murphy, like the one guy I'm forgetting his name, Herb Jones.
Oh,
Herb
yeah,
Jones
Herb
couldn't
Jones,
really shoot. Trey
yeah.
Murphy, Lonzo
lock
Ball,
defender.
and the Pistons just got that shooting coach.
I know, yeah, yeah. I
So
mean,
even
yeah,
with
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes,
yeah. So what are your
So,
guys' thoughts on Holland? Jake, what do you think about Holland?
Uh, there's not a lot to say right now, honestly. I mean, I do think he does have one of the more higher like skill levels and talents in
Like
that
upside?
draft, but I don't know if he's necessarily a good fit for the Pistons. But I mean, Ed again, they did have like the number 5 pick, so I'm a type of guy that likes to pick like the most talent, like that is
Yeah, I
still
agree.
available on the draft board. So I'm not mad with the Ron Holland trade. I just hope that he develops a jumper, and we'll see
Right.
what happens from there.
I wouldn't have minded
yeah.
Connect, but looking at how literally the whole entire league, not the
Yeah, it
whole
was
entire,
just
but about half of the league passed on Connect, it
yeah.
Right?
kind of made me feel better that like, you know,
I think dude, it's just an age thing.
yeah.
Up there in age, he's so old. It's like
I mean, he's
What are
23,
you
right?
gonna
He's
do?
not like fucking
Right.
crazy. I mean, but I feel like for Connect is more like a defensive thing. But
I agree, but I think he's a really nice fit on the Lakers.
100%, he's balling on in the summer league right now. He's looking real
Right.
nice. But he ain't no cocaine Curry though.
Yeah, exactly. Should
That
Reed Shepherd
dude cooked. He was nice.
should
He had
Reed Shepherd have gone number 1?
Uh,
I don't know
it's
because
tough.
how
It's tough, like,
tall
it's tough
is
potential.
how
Yeah.
I feel
tall?
like Star when you're 7'1", you got that potential in you. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Reed's
And
like
it's not
6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but he was lining that thing up, man.
And he can play the 2 guard too.
Right. No,
Yeah, I mean,
He
I think he fits
showed-
in perfectly with that Rockets team.
I
he
agree.
They don't
showed
have
his
Kevin
bag.
Porter, so
Yeah, he did show his bag, no
He
doubt.
showed
Like,
his
he's got a
bag.
deep
He
bag.
might have like the deepest bag going into the league.
Yeah,
This-
and on that Rockets team, I feel like you can kind of hide him defensively.
yeah,
When you
that's
got
all.
guys like Fred VanVleet, you got guys like Amen Thompson, et cetera, Jabari Smith Jr., like
Right.
these guys can defend around him. Sometimes
Hey.
you got to figure out a way to hide that.
They got a nice young core for sure. The Houston Rockets.
I
think-
love their young core.
They got to take that. They just got to take that next step. They got to get that veteran man that really comes
Yeah.
in and really leads the squad
I
because they're
agree.
just so young.
Yeah.
Let's go down the list. Let's do what was our biggest draft surprise? Anything in the draft. Could be a trade, could be a pick, could be someone falling.
For me,
you
it's
know?
got to be Zach Edey in top
Bro.
10.
I knew that was coming. And I'll
Yo,
defend my boy Zach
me and
Edey.
Isaac are on the
I
same
got
page.
some things to say about Zach Edey.
I don't mind Edey as a player, but dude, he's in there for defense, post scoring. You already got Triple J. It's like,
But on a team like Memphis, though, he doesn't have to come in and like be some like
I know, but you already have that role player, that defender, DPOY type defender. You got that post score in Triple J. Like,
right.
I
But
don't
now you
know.
have 2 of them.
But now you have a
now you
spacing
have-
issue. You have Ja who struggles.
Well,
to
Jaren
shoot
Jackson Jr.
sometimes.
can shoot the ball. Triple J can shoot the
Yeah.
ball. Zach Edey can't really shoot the ball, and I don't know if he comes in
He
and
can't
starts
shoot
right
the
away.
ball.
But he's just such a lob threat to me. Like dude, him and Ja, like
I just see it.
he
I just see
brings
it.
in
Zach
so
Edey's
much.
a great like post control player on offense. My like issue with him is he's just so slow.
He's definitely very
yes,
slow.
I
he-
seen
That's
it.
true.
defense
kinda-
he's going to be a liability on defense.
I
That's
kind of
what
see it as what the Rockets had the problem with back in 2018 when they had Westbrook and they had Clint Capella. That they had clogging issues and they had to get rid of Clint Capella. I kind of see that same thing. Jaws, that tech player, he scores at the rim. Now you got Zach Edey down there with them. It's like it's just clogging issues for me.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Zach Edey could definitely excel offensively. I mean, his size is just so dominant, and what we saw at the college basketball level, he was just unbelievable. And
Yeah.
I think with his size, like he's like 7'3", 7. I don't even know how tall he is.
The Pistons
freaking-
even
He's
tried
7'4". He's gonna come in and be
Yeah.
the biggest
7'4".
player in the whole entire
The
league.
Pistons
Yeah.
tried this though with like Luka Garza, out of Purdue as well. Bigger
Yeah.
guy, not as skilled as Edey,
But
but
Luka Garza couldn't play defense.
yeah.
That's the
That's
thing.
the thing though too. In college basketball, there's no such thing as 3 seconds defensively. You can sit in the paint for as
Yeah.
long as you want. Any big in the NBA that can space the floor just a tad bit is going to just
Yeah.
torch Zach Edey, I believe. So that's
Yeah. He's not going to
that's
be able to play against like a Jokic or like an Embiid. No, he's going to get destroyed. He's just too
Yeah.
slow.
I agree. It's definitely going to be a tough fit. For my biggest draft surprise, I kind of had a couple. I was thinking Bub Carrington, number 14 to the Raptors, just because he really wasn't supposed to go that high. He's like a microwave scorer. Like he's going to come in and
Yeah.
score points, but they already have that in Emmanuel Quickly.
I don't
But
even
the
know
guy-
I don't even know what's going on with that Raptors team right now. It's just
Me neither. They're a tad
all
bit
in
directionless,
shambles.
but they still have like a couple nice young pieces. They got
They had
RJ
nice
Barrett.
pieces, and then
Yeah,
like
Quickly.
next thing you know, OG's on the Knicks. It's like
Yeah,
I know it's Scotty Barnes, OG, but it's like, what are you doing?
right. But I settled for my biggest draft surprise was the Wolves trading up to
That,
number 8, right? And they took
I believe so.
Dillingham.
Rob Dillingham, yeah. And I think that's a really nice fit. Because he can't defend, like obviously, because he's
Mhm.
gonna be super, super small. But you got Ant, you got Cat, you got Gobert, you got
Yeah.
Jaden McDaniels.
Right.
They got
they're-
KD, but they got KD, but the
They're
Wolves got
definitely
Jaden
like
McDaniels.
one of the best like
So-
overall like solid like best defensive team in
I
the
agree.
league.
And that's
Behind-
kind of what they needed.
what
They were
about the-
playing
what
Jeff
about the
Teague, or no,
Knicks?
not Jeff Teague. They were playing
Mike Conley.
Mike Conley quite a bit, you know, and you bring
Yeah.
a young guy in that's going to come in and take over, not a majority, but, you know, quite a bit of like the ball handling duties. He's going to take relief off Anthony Edwards. I think it was a really good move. And they only gave up like a 31 first round pick or something. Like,
I mean, watch the
sixth grader,
Timberwolves be
bro.
the worst team in the league.
Right.
Oh, hell no.
I don't know what the
It could
protections
happen.
are
They're
at
gonna be
that
nice
time,
for
but
they're gonna be nice for the next couple.
yeah, they'll be nice if
years.
as long as
Keep us
Edwards is
back.
there.
Yeah.
I'm curious what they do with Gobert in a few years, man. If
I
it
agree.
doesn't end up working out, what they do.
Well, they
if
traded
Cat
a
wants
lot
to
for
move.
him too.
I know, and it's just interesting how that team's gonna work out if they don't end up winning anything.
Like the Jazz with what they did with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert when they shipped them out, they got so much back in return.
They got the bag.
They had 3 first round picks this year. They got like 3 next year and then 3 the year after. Like they got a plethora of picks. But yeah, I do think both picks were surprising. I mean, I didn't think Dillingham was going to the Wolves at all. You know, no one really like came out and said like they're looking to trade up. And obviously Edie, as like the draft like got closer, I feel like there was like a sense that he could go like in the lottery.
Yeah, I definitely thought he was gonna be like
But
a
I think
fringe lottery pick, but I just didn't
Yeah.
think he was gonna go top 10. I know
Right.
he could be like 13 to 20. You know, I knew he was gonna be a first round pick,
Yeah.
but like top 10 was kind of crazy to me. I didn't see that coming.
I'm almost certain it was because Klingon was gone.
Yeah.
Like Memphis was taking a center, in my opinion, no matter what.
Yeah.
To me,
I
I
mean-
just at number 9 because they're already such a good team.
I mean, everyone thought Klingon was gonna be
Right.
gone at that point, though. So I don't know what they were really thinking
Yeah,
at 9.
that's why I wanted to trade down.
I mean,
I would have traded down with Memphis.
I don't see
You tr-
anyone really drafting up to get Ron Holland, though. That's the thing.
But-
I don't know
but-
what team farther back is willing to take a risk on a potential
No, I'm saying we trade down with Memphis and they just take Klingon instead of the Blazers. Because they wanted Klingon bad. They wanted a center.
Yeah.
And you could trade down to 9 and maybe get Holland. And if you don't get Holland, then you take Cody Williams.
I mean, maybe Edie was there just backup the whole time. Maybe that's what they just planned on it.
That's true. That is true. Do you guys want to get into maybe we can do our biggest draft steal?
What about winners and losers? You know, we kind of talked about
Okay.
steals. We kind of talked about.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we can do
Edie and
winners and
everyone.
losers.
100%.
I thought the winners in this draft were the Rockets. I loved Reed Shepherd this draft.
Yeah.
I think he slots in perfectly with that team, man.
I
They
do.
were
I
looking
really
for a
like that
guard.
pick.
They were looking
Yeah.
for a shooter. I mean, you get a shooter like him, any team could use that.
Yeah.
And
I like
for
that. Sorry.
losers,
go
I
ahead.
just don't like that Zach Edey pick at 9. But like you said, you kind of convinced me they were taking a center. So
Yeah. I mean, I think it was just locked
Right.
on. They're taking the center no matter what.
I mean,
Yeah.
in this draft, really, there's no really. I feel like loser. You know, this draft wasn't as like prospect heavy. It's kind of like a
Right.
deep
I
draft
agree
in
with
general.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard
It's
to pick a
very
loser. You don't
talented,
know what
but
a
it
lot of
wasn't
these picks are
star-studded.
going to be.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. My biggest winner, I have a couple teams. I honestly really like what Philly did getting Jared McCain.
Yeah,
I think Jared McCain, like even in the summer league game, like how he looked, dude, he looked good.
I think he's gonna be a perfect
Yeah, I
sixth man
think-
on that team.
Like
Tyreek
it
Maxey with the
It
ball and
happens
everything.
every year with one player that everyone kind of like knows like is at least going to be solid. Like
Well,
at least
they
going
did
to
that
be
with
able to come in the
Maxey.
league and shoot. Yeah, exactly. No doubt.
They did that with
too.
Maxey. Everyone was like, Maxey's gonna be a hooper.
Right. Like everyone kind of knew that, but I have the Utah Jazz. I like what the Jazz did. They got Cody Williams, Isaiah
Mhm.
Collier, and then they got the dude Kyle Filipowski, right?
You know, I was
Um,
big on
dude,
Cody
he's the
Williams
dude,
coming in the draft.
the
I wouldn't mind.
Mormon.
Yeah.
They take Ron Holland or they take
The
Cody
Mormon
Williams. That's
shit
all I
was
can do.
crazy with Kyle
Yeah.
Filipowski. Did you see that, Isaac?
No, I haven't.
His girlfriend's like, what is it, like 8 years older than him or something like that? And that's why
Oh
he's
yeah,
in the draft.
something wild.
Who?
She graduated from college, and he was still like a senior in high school. Just
Yeah,
something
Kyle
wild.
Filipowski. Just a weird story, bro. I don't even know. Jake, do
She's
you have
all
a
that
biggest
potential.
loser?
That should be the biggest
Biggest
draft winner right
loser?
there.
Yeah.
I want to say probably the Grizzlies too. You know, I thought Zach Edey personally. I mean, I hated him as like a Michigan State fan. He torched the Spartans in college basketball,
Yeah.
but I just thought he was going to be a second rounder. And I thought if he wasn't like a 2-time National Player of the Year, I didn't even think he was like good enough to be even drafted. I thought he was going to have to learn how to speak Chinese, but he ended up being a top 10 draft pick, so I'm very interested to see how that turns out.
And we shall see. We shall see. I don't know. I'll stick by my man Edie.
But with winner
We'll come
though,
back to
I
that.
think I like Dalton Connect. Not gonna lie,
I like that too for the Lakers.
Yeah,
I think LeBron is gonna really dot him up. He's gonna be sparking this year.
I didn't really like him. We were talking to him like before when we were just texting everything. I didn't really like him to the Pistons just because of an age thing. You know, we're not trying to win right now.
Right.
But for a Lakers, that's a
Yep.
beautiful pick for the
They're
Lakers.
a win now
Trying to win now. A
organization
team
right
that's got
now.
experience. A team that doesn't need a rookie.
And
per se.
LeBron's fucking
That's true.
40 years old. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're definitely a win now team right now, and especially with AD, who knows what's going to happen with him once LeBron's gone with the Lakers, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely 1A, 1B at this point with AD. He is so overshadowed by LeBron. It's crazy. AD's a stud.
He is a stud, 100%.
But I also like what the Heat did. I like Khalil Ware out of Indiana a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of like went off in his summer league game. But my loser, I don't know. It's just so hard to say right now.
That's what I agree.
There hasn't been a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to just say the Bucks because they took some like, I mean, I had never heard the kid's name, AJ Johnson, out of I don't know where. I didn't hear his name.
University.
I quite literally did not hear his name.
Thought your brother got drafted
during the pre-draft process, right? Yeah, I looked up like AJ.
The Bucks. They're always so good, but dude, they suck at drafting,
hey,
bro.
As long as they
every
got
year.
Giannis and Dame, bro, they're straight.
But
it's a Buck thing to just draft like I don't know.
Bro, they drafting Giannis, bro.
We got free agency next. I got Pistons signing right here on my screen. We got Cade, Malik, Paul Reed, Tobias Harris, Tim Hardaway, Wendell Moore, and Simone
Fantasio. I like it, dude. It obviously it's not like real flashy.
Mm-hmm.
But as a Pistons fan, you obviously have to temper your expectations when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Did I think that we were going out and signing Paul George? No, I'm sorry. I just didn't.
No.
I didn't think so. I didn't think we were going.
As a Detroit fan, we're not landing superstars or studs. You know,
biggest name.
We gotta grind from the work. We gotta.
The biggest believable name to me was Brandon Ingram, which can still happen.
Yeah, I mean
that was the highest. I was like,
it's more of a what the Pelicans' direction is than it is like per se like a Pistons desire, I guess.
And I like the Tobias.
I'm not mad not trading for Brandon Ingram, or if it were to happen, because it's just the amount of stuff we'd have to give up, future assets. And we don't even know. I don't even know what our future is, let alone
he's on
giving up
the
future
last
assets.
year of his deal too, though. So that's the thing. Like it would be weird like I wouldn't know what we would have to give up. Honestly, I wouldn't.
Right.
Obviously, I'm not giving up Ivy. I'll be honest. I'm not giving up Ivy, and I'm not giving up Durant.
It would have to be Ivy. It'd be Ivy and a few first, probably.
Right. It'd be some key.
I mean, did you just see what they traded for in DeJounte Murray? They just gave up all their assets. They're not moving on from him now because they got Murray. But if they were,
I mean, they didn't trade that much. They traded
Murray,
right? But
what was it? 2 firsts?
I don't know.
Was it 2 firsts?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Look that one up. I'm honestly not sure. But I like the Tobias signing. I honestly do. I like the Tobias signing.
I like it.
A lot of people are hating on it, but I don't hate it.
Okay, so
Tobias is a bucket. You know, he consistently averages around like 17 to 18 points per game. You know, he's getting a little bit older, but he's a scorer, and the Pistons
he can still shoot the ball.
He can shoot the ball too. Yeah,
Murray was 2 firsts and some vets. So
okay. Dyson Daniels in there too, right?
I think it was like Larry Nance too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But Tobias, so I don't mind the Tobias Harris. You know, you got to get some shooters around Cade. That was my biggest thing this offseason is get shooters around Cade.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I mean, if it was a 3-year deal, I'd be flipping, be like, are you kidding?
Well, that's why I like it too, because it's only 2 years.
Yeah, I like the 2 years.
It's like you can squeeze 2 good years out of Tobias Harris.
Well, you can squeeze 1 good year and hopefully ship him.
I mean, you can squeeze a lot out of him, but you could squeeze out 2 good years, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then we also got
He can be squeezed. He can be squeezed.
He can be squeezed. Bro, I'm not mad at all with the Pistons offseason. I think like as a team they definitely got better from last season. They have a
I
better
agree.
roster.
They just got old.
And
That's what they needed.
yeah, they got shooters too. They got shooters and we needed that, and I think they're definitely going to win more games. Do I think that they're a play-in? Do I think they're going to make it into the whatever?
Play-in.
The play-in fucking shit playoffs? Nah, I
think
don't think so. But
That's
I
basically
think
that's basically asking, do you think they can win 32 games? That's what I think it took
I
last year
don't
to make the
think they're going
play-in.
to win
I
32
think
games.
I
Unfortunately, I
think
think they're
Vegas got them at
still
28,
quitters.
28 and a half. I
Yeah,
think they're right at 28, to be honest with you.
Honestly,
I
to
mean,
me,
doubling your
I'm at
win
the
total from last
31
year
mark.
would be huge, but I'm not looking at win totals for this year.
I
I'm
just
looking
want to see
at
improvement, man.
does Cade become an all-star? Does Ivy become that next guy? What
Right.
happens with Duran? What happens with Beef Stew? That's what I'm looking at.
right. I agree. But at the same time, we talk about free agency and whatnot. But when you look at it, just like from the team perspective, for us to win more games, Jaden Ivey has to be better. Jalen
They
Duren
have
has
to
to
be
be better.
healthy. Is
No
the
doubt.
big thing.
So if Jaden Ivey somehow takes a big step, which could happen, Jaden Ivey could take a big step. He can come out next year and average 20 points a game.
He's got to learn how to play
That's
without the
all he
ball in his
was.
hands.
At the end of last season, he was averaging closer to the 20 points per game mark. And
well, yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he
Sure.
averaged like for the last 5 games, it was like 22 points or something.
Yeah,
I'm
he's just
not
got to
mad
learn to
with
play without the ball in his hands.
right,
Cade's
100%.
gonna have the ball in his hands. He's gonna want to take that midi. He's gonna want to play the pick and roll. Ivy, you got to learn how to run that second unit, or you're gonna have to learn how to shoot.
Well, I feel
That's
like
the big
Ivy
thing.
can, but they just didn't let him do that.
He could definitely run the second unit. I think very good.
How you utilize Ivy, in my opinion, is backdoor cuts where he can get the ball and then take a layup, or get the ball and take a dunk,
Yeah.
or
As long
catch
as
the
Duran's
ball
not
on the free
blocking
throw
it.
line, and you already have a screen set for him so he can explode to the basket. He's not a guy that's going to bring the ball down the court, sit there, make you fall asleep with his dribble moves, and then make a move. No, he's a
We were drafting
movement
him for his
scorer.
explosiveness.
Yeah, no doubt. But
Yeah.
on the move.
Yeah.
You know, that's a thing with a lot of players.
I think the biggest signing is Chio, man. Re-signing him.
Yeah.
I think he was the biggest signing, dude. I liked him at the end of last year, and he's a shooter.
Who's that? Fontesio?
Yeah, Fontesio.
Yeah.
I think he could shoot that thing, and I think he's gonna be really good for us.
I like Tech.
He might be nice.
I think Tech is nice. He averaged like 15 over like the
that's
last
what I'm
25
saying.
over the 25
he shot
games
like
he was here.
40% too.
Yeah, he's not gonna like wow you, but like he's also an older
He's
guy.
younger. He's like younger but older at the same time.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
like
he's in like his
27.
3rd year, but he's like 27 because he played in Italy and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I all in all, I'm not like mad at their offseason at all. Like we said, I mean, I don't think any of us were sitting here acting like we were going to get wowed by Trajan Landon, who's been here for 3 weeks before free agency even started. You know what I mean? Like,
I kind of wish they kind of did more trades, but at the same time, like you said when we were talking earlier, like who were we really trading for? I mean, Tim Hardaway, 3 seconds. I mean, what is 3 seconds really going to do us in the future? I mean, maybe sweeten the pot a little bit.
Well, that's what it's for. I'd say is just kind of sweeten the pot if you were to make a trade, or if you want to move to pick number 23 in next year's draft.
If the Lakers want to draft LeBron's second kid, in a few years they'll need those seconds. But
yeah, all in all, I mean, I like the free agency. We can go ahead and we can talk about NBA free agency as a whole if you guys want.
Yeah, so I got 3 big signings right here. PG to the Sixers, Clay to the Mavs, and then DeRozan to the Kings.
Yeah,
those were probably the 3 biggest moves made this offseason.
I like DeRozan to the Kings a lot. I think they got, like I've seen on Instagram, like that's like the middest like big 3 of all time in the NBA. De'Aaron Fox, DeMar DeRozan, and Sabonis. Yeah, I think they're gonna be nice, dude.
Yeah.
I really like that squad a lot.
For a second, how the Kings made a huge mistake trading Halliburton.
Brody froze. Hold up.
Yeah, Isaac, you're lagging just a tad. You're good now.
I'm back.
Right,
I'm back.
we're good.
Can we talk about how the Kings' biggest mistake was trading trading Halliburton and not Fox?
Yeah,
they really should have held on to.
The thing is that both of them coming up were still so young that it was like. But
think
at
they
this, I do agree. I mean, obviously, looking back, you obviously keep Halliburton
Halliburton's a
over Fox,
dog,
I'd
bro.
say.
Right.
Yeah.
Halliburton's a dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, that DeMar, yeah, that signing's gonna be weird. I mean,
I think they're gonna be nice. I think
maybe
they're
it gives them
definitely-
4 more wins, 5 more wins, maybe a better clutch time player. But that's
Well,
really
that's
it.
the thing. He's so clutch, and that's what they kind of need.
I
I think they're. I
think
think they can
10
take a
more
step
wins.
up. Yeah, I could.
I
I could
think
see
I
more
think
than
they take
5
a huge step up. You know, in 2022, they're maybe it was 2023. They were a 3rd seed in the
Yeah, they were.
Western
Yeah.
Conference playoffs, and you know
But
they were a young team at
yeah,
that
so
time.
now we
So
got
they lost to the fucking Warriors. I mean, but that's the Warriors. But I
Right.
think that they can make a stride this playoffs with DeMar DeRozan for sure.
Yeah. I think the Mavs had a really good offseason too.
yeah.
They got Klay Thompson.
I mean, I
Najee,
think Clay was
Yeah,
the
bro.
Najee
perfect.
Marshall was a really underrated piece for that Pelicans team too. He
Yeah,
can defend and shoot the ball.
I think Clay is just a perfect slot-in type player for the role.
100%.
Yeah.
They
And
had
then they
Derrick
got
Jones Jr., who, don't get me wrong, Derrick Jones Jr. was a dog on Dallas, catching
Yeah,
lobs
he
and
was
stuff in the
he was
playoffs.
nice. He was
But
yeah, but
nice.
that's kind of all he
Clay's
was.
exactly what they needed
Yeah,
for that team.
exactly. And
A shooter.
DJJ is a little bit one dimensional when it comes to that.
Yeah, no,
He's gonna
exactly.
dunk the ball and look cool while he's doing it, but it's
Bro,
like
dude, any player looks like 5 times better than what they had when they're playing on the same court and on the same team as Luka Doncic. For real.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true too.
what it
I think
is.
they
Yeah.
I think at the end they finally figured out how to run Luka and Kyrie at the same time.
Right.
Luka cooks, then Kyrie cooks. And they never really ran them at the same time besides the start of the game and the finish of the game.
Yep.
Right. And that's what I think, even, I mean, not to bring up the Pistons again, but dude, the Pistons have to find a way. And I'm glad because Bickerstaff just said it in his first press conference, a new head coach. He said that they're going to find a way to always stagger Caden Ivey.
Yeah, no, that's what they need to
One
do.
of them has to be on the court at all times. It doesn't matter.
100%.
You can't have Sasser.
Mhm.
You can't. You either have to have Cade and Hardaway out there. You have to have Ivy and Azor, Ivy and Holland, but you can't have Marcus Sasser, Tim Hardaway
Hayes.
Jr. Right. You can't do it. You
Bunch of
They
can't
would
scrubs
run
have,
those.
out there in
They
the
would run
court.
those second units last year. I'd be like, "What are we
Who's
doing?"
the dude that
It was like Hayes, beef stew.
he did it all the time. He ran a
Oh, yeah.
bench unit.
Oh, Monty Williams just fucked that business.
Right. You don't do that. I coach 5th and 6th graders, and I don't put all the bench players in the game. You want to know why? Because you start losing when you do that.
Yeah.
You
It's
don't
like-
win.
it's like- it's
You're
like you
not
go
going
up
to win
20
when
it's
all
like you
5 of
go
your
up-
worst players aren't in the game. Sorry.
It's like you go up 20 with the starters, and then you lose the 20-point lead, and then you go up
Right.
5, and then you go down by 5. It's like,
Yeah.
And it's not an unbelievable thing to blow a lead when you have these guys in the game, man.
rookie Marcus Sasser, which I like, but like,
I
come
don't
on,
know,
bro.
man. He looked terrible last game. He can't play point guard. I'll say that.
Yeah, no.
He can't play point guard.
Lock
He's a
up.
2
He's got
guard.
to lock up.
He can shoot the ball, but dude, I don't like him handling the ball, to be honest.
Yeah, no. He just needs to lock up him.
I just
That's all
don't.
I ask for him.
But yeah,
But
anyway,
PG to the Sixers.
Yeah, I mean, that seems
What were you gonna say,
inevitable.
Jake? Sorry.
I was gonna say, man, that Dallas Mavs offense looks absolutely unstoppable. I mean,
They do.
like they're already hard to stop, and now when you got one of the best like catch and shoot shooters of all
Right.
time, it's just unreal. Like
They just
you got Kyrie Irving, best ISO scorer possibly in the league, definitely
Yeah,
like top
maybe
5
ever.
or top 5. And then you got Luka Doncic, bro. You set him a screen, he dribbles, he gets his defender on his back. He that like quick little like midi like floater thing that he stays on the ground for. That's automatic. Or he can also dish the lob. He has so many options.
Right.
Or now he has another option that's damn near automatic. You got Clay in the corner. You can throw that shit to
you
the
got
corner.
PJ Washington in one, Clay in the other. It's like,
Yep.
It's unstoppable.
And then when you have the best
see
scorer
defense,
of
like,
this
figuring that
generation,
offense out.
right? You have the best scorer of this generation in Kyrie Irving on your team, right? You guys remember that one?
No. Yeah.
Shout out to Zobob, man.
Shout out to Zobob. That shit is just not factual. He doesn't have any factualization. That That's why he's not on this show,
Now,
unfortunately.
if he
Chill,
said,
man. He's gonna see this, man. Chill on Zo Bob, dog.
if he said, if he said, if he
I
said,
don't give a fuck.
if he said fasted Kyrie, oh, a different story, man. Different type story.
Hey, Kyrie Irving, a better scorer than KD.
If he said like one of the best, I'd
Right.
be like,
Nah,
all right, or one of the craftiest.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
One of the deepest bags, sure.
Yeah.
But not. He was like putting his finger in your face saying Kyrie Irving is that man.
No, he was not
Best
doing
scorer.
that.
No. You
And
tripping.
Can we talk about the last thing? Why Clay was signing? He had that jersey pulled tight.
Wasn't that Najee Marshall?
Was he imitating him?
Was he?
Clay had this jersey. Hold on, let me grab a jersey real quick.
Let's talk about Klay Thompson's jersey number, bro. That
Yeah,
shit
facts.
is hideous. 31. What are we doing, man?
This dude was signing like this. He was standing there like
Bro, he holding that jersey tight as hell.
he was
You
like
gotta rip that shit in half.
That's what Clay looks like.
Clay's stretching it too. He's got the corners pinned out. He's
That
like-
is
he's like-
ridiculous right there.
That shit is
I
so
was
funny,
like-
man.
I was like, dude, I can barely read your last name.
Yeah,
That was funny.
bro.
That was funny.
All
Who
right.
are you guys' biggest winners of free agency?
Oh, we gotta talk about
Look
PG
at
real
Paul
quick.
George,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
that shit's huge.
Yeah.
Bruh,
Dude, they were at the
second
NBA.
round
They were at the NBA Finals. Like, they knew he knew he was gonna be a Sixer.
Oh, I do remember that with Embiid, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had way too many people sitting at that table though. Signed for
Yeah.
the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
But yeah, 4 years, 212. I mean,
I like it. I don't think Paul George is as good as he once was 3 years ago.
I think
I'll be
the first-
completely honest.
yeah, I think the first 2 years of that deal, the Sixers are gonna love it. The last two, they're gonna be like, how can we get off this contract?
But I really like that Philly team.
Oh yeah,
I do.
that Philly team's nice.
They got Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, Kelly Oubre's a nice piece. Did they sign Derrick Jones Jr.?
I don't know.
Who didn't they sign someone else or no? Where did Derrick Jones Jr. go?
Gotta look that up.
Hold on.
No, he went to the Clippers. I'm tripping. He went to the Clippers.
It's not bad.
They got Maxey, Embiid, Paul George, and then they got
They
Jared
drafted good.
McCain. Who do you think Jared McCain reminds me of? If I had to give you like 3 guesses, just like rapid fire guess, just 3 combo guards that maybe I think he might play like or be his career could traject to be like that.
I mean, he's a nice, definitely catch and shoot threat for sure.
I'm
But he
looking.
looked he looked like really like fast in his summer league debut.
I didn't watch the summer day debut
I
to be
didn't
honest, but
watch
I
it
just looked
either.
up a picture of him and he's wearing 20. That's giving me Markelle Fultz vibes. He's just
Stop it. I'll say Tyrese Maxey. He reminds me of Maxey.
yeah. No, I could see that definitely out of college.
They
He
have
might
like
hit you. He might
the
hit you with
same
one of
type
these.
same type of vibes for real. Shit with the nails painted. Like, let's
Yeah.
go. Nah, no hate towards McCain,
really
man. That boy
don't-
nice.
I think Paul George is definitely like he's a hooper for sure, and I think he's definitely like one of the best like two-way players in the league.
Mhm.
But I really don't see him like. Here's the 76ers. There's always going to be a great team with Maxey and Embiid for sure. I mean, Embiid's definitely like a top 3 player in the league right now. But do I think Paul George is going to be able to like get him over that hump to beat like
The Celtics.
Celtics? And
The
I don't
Celtics
think,
always give him
they're
trouble.
I don't think they're beating a healthy Bucks either.
I don't know if they're beating the Knicks.
Yeah, the Knicks.
That's who I want to talk about.
I think
Yeah,
the Sixers are just going to be the same thing as what they were. Like, yeah, their roster
It's
looks
just-
cooler,
dude,
but
it
like
just
I don't think they're going to be like a championship team.
it
with
just
them.
comes down. Is Embiid healthy? That's really it. If Embiid's
yeah,
not healthy, that team is
Right. That
I
is
think-
true.
I
Paul
think the
George
PG
and
signing
Embiid.
was more of a okay. If Embiid's out, we got at least PG.
Yeah.
'Cause, dude,
Yeah,
they
that's the
missed
thing with
PG
Embiid.
was
He's just so injury prone.
Yeah.
yeah.
What
And
would you
Paul George
guys?
himself too.
Yeah, Paul George struggled with injuries too. I mean,
Yeah.
So who would you guys say your biggest winners are? But You cannot say the Clippers.
Oh, the Mavs for me for sure. And I'm not gonna lie, I do think the Pistons definitely had like a top 10, maybe
I'd say
10.
so. I'd say
Yeah,
so because they made so many acquisitions. Like
I
not a
think
lot of teams went out there and got
they
5 new
improved.
guys.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not, free
they
agency
improved.
isn't what it used to be. It's all about sign-in trades now. It's all about trading players. It's not. No one really hits the market, I feel like, anymore. They
Yeah,
all
it's
sign
definitely more
extensions
prominent.
before.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Cade, you draft like for the Pistons, you draft Cade. He doesn't hit like unrestricted free agency till like year 10. And then you're talking about Cade in year 10. You're talking to them
Yeah.
like, okay, is he exiting in his prime at this point? He'll be like
Right.
31, 32. Like, where is he at his career in a stage?
Yeah. No doubt. I want to give the Knicks some love.
I think the Knicks are the
Oh,
winner
I
as
think that
well.
they gave up a whole lot, don't get me wrong.
But
But for
dude,
what you have right now, that team
it
is dangerous, man.
it
that
worked.
team.
I was like, that signing, I was like, okay, or that sign and trade, whatever was, I was like, okay, all right, it is what it is. You know, got the Villanova squad back together. But
Right.
And that's cool too, I think.
once Jalen Brunson signed that contract, he did like,
Yeah.
what was it, yesterday, 2 days ago? I was like, that's game changer for this
Jalen
team. That
Brunson's
made
gonna-
that signing that more important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brunson's real nice.
He's nice.
Brunson or Halliburton?
Halliburton, I would take.
I'm taking Brunson. I'm definitely taking Brunson.
It's definitely close. I like Halliburton as a player.
What Brunson did
Do
was unreal. It was nice. He was dropping
So-
40 almost every night.
He was
Yeah.
no in the playoffs. He was nice.
Yeah,
I will
he
give him
took it to
but
another level.
I don't know.
So
When you
Isaac,
say,
you're taking Halliburton,
I think I'd rather have Halliburton as a
and
player.
Jake, you're taking
But it's
Brunson.
definitely 1A,
I'm taking
1B.
Brunson for sure.
Let's do it. You got Isaac. You get a minute. Jake, you get a minute, and then you both get 30-second rebuttals.
Okay.
Talk it out.
Isaac, you want to go first? Make your case for Halliburton. Ready? Time
Yeah, I
starts
mean,
now.
I'll go. I mean, for me, Halliburton, that's Pacers team is nothing without him. They are a bottom 8 team, probably in the league without him. You know, Siakam's not really going to lead him to anything. Halliburton, you know, he doesn't really have the best shot, but he still goes out there and gives you 25, ton of assists. He'll drop buckets. He'll grab rebounds. He really does it all as a guard. He can go out there, defend. And don't get me wrong, I really like Brunson as a player and as a scorer. That dude was out there in the playoffs like crazy. But
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Halliburton when he's around Brunson's age, a little bit older. He's going to be that dog. He's going to be a top 5 point guard, I believe, in the league.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
all I got to say about him.
That's all you got? All right, Jake, you want to go?
Yeah, sure.
You ready?
Do
Go.
I think Halliburton's more of like a true point guard and definitely like a better playmaker than Brunson? Yeah, sure. We can say that. He's probably like he averaged like one of the. Did you come first in most points or most assists per game? Did
He was probably up there, if not.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely a dimer for sure, and he can score for sure. But do I think he can like take over a game or be a game changer the way
agree
that
with
Brunson could be? No. We in the playoffs we saw Brunson. He was taking control of every single game that he was playing in, dropping 40 almost every single night. What do you average? Almost like 28 points per game, and his field goal percentage is like close to 50, if not over 50. He's just a dog, and
Yep.
I think definitely more dominant. I think the Pacers, they were matched up with the Bucks in the first round.
Time.
Do I think Tyrese?
Time.
Keep going, baby. Talk to me.
They were
Talk to me, baby.
exits, bro. They were first round exits for sure. They lucky that Giannis is my fucking dog, bro. He's my favorite player. Giannis would have fucking swapped them, bro, in the
Yeah,
fucking
freak in
first
the
round.
shit.
Dude.
Yeah, no,
They lucky
close.
Giannis wasn't healthy, man.
It's close. I think Brunson etches him out, though.
I think,
I
yeah,
agree with
I
you.
mean,
He
it's
can take
definitely,
over games, but Halliburton, he does do everything. I mean, he's probably
there's not really
probably the
like
best
a
passer in the
rebuttal to be
NBA.
said. There's not really like a rebuttal to be had
Yeah.
because, yeah, I agree with him. I just like
Yeah.
Halliburton as a guard.
Mhm.
I think just Brunson
Halliburton's
has
like a
more of
great
an
system
opportunity
player,
to just
too.
take over.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you guys say we a little bit into the Team USA this year? Because I honestly forgot to put it down on the sheet, but I'm like, I'd like to talk about it a little bit.
I mean, what is there to talk about? They're gonna
dude.
go like, what is it, 8-0 and win the gold?
Yeah.
They
Probably,
already
yeah, but who
Canada was their
starts?
biggest competition and they already beat them. So it's like,
Who starts though?
Starts, bro.
Yeah, I want to hear. I want to hear
LeBron
all of our
over
starting
everyone.
lineups right now.
I mean, let me look at the
LeBron at
roster
damn
real
near
quick. I don't know
40,
everyone they
he
got.
got to be a starter. At 40, LeBron is a starter.
Yeah.
He's not 40 yet, but he's damn near 40, and he's definitely for sure a starter. You got to have Steph. You know, those two with their experience, they can just be like coaches on the floor for those younger guys and stuff like that. I
Younger?
think
Who's Ant's probably the youngest one out there.
Tony
HALI
Edwards,
too.
bro.
HALI.
Tony Edwards. Tony Edwards is that dog, man.
You saying that like that's Unc or like that's little bro?
That is Unc, bro. He's him. But no, Anthony Edwards Anthony Davis. You know, I think he's just gonna destroy every other country, bro, in fucking defense, dude.
World War III wrath.
Hold on defense, man. Just an absolute rim protector. You know, he'll get boards for you. I do think Tony Edwards should be a starter as well.
So who is your starting lineup? Who's your point guard?
Oh, point guard Steph for sure.
Shooting guard is Ant.
Yep.
I'm sorry,
forward,
Tony.
King James. Center.
Power forwards AD. Power forwards AD or
Yeah, power forward.
I feel like you got to go KD at the 4, and then you
KD
get
or
AD
AD at the 5.
I forgot KD.
Get that USA imposter Embiid out of the lineup.
Yeah,
his foul drawing.
That's what I was getting to.
He
terrible shooting.
Not be starting, bro. That dude
imposter
shit,
country boy out of here.
Yeah, bro. Like ring chasing was a thing, man. But that dude is gold medal chasing, which is fucking unreal, dude. I've never seen anything like that, bro.
Dude,
that's a bigger move than KD to the
have
Warriors,
some pride
bro.
for your home country, man. Come on.
They started Drew Holiday in the scrimmage, and I won't be surprised if they do that again.
I like him.
I'm not gonna be surprised either because it's like, how many scorers can you have out there? And
Exactly.
we were just talking about running your best players in the first unit and your second best players in the second.
Yeah, no doubt.
For Team USA, it doesn't really matter, but having Ant in that second unit would be nasty.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah, I agree. I really like Ant.
Our second unit is like someone's first unit, so.
Oh yeah, no doubt. The second unit, even if your first unit is, dude, honestly, if you want to go like all size, like you can go LeBron at the 1,
yeah,
Ant at the 2, and then you could do like, you could go like KD at the 3, AD at the 4, which AD actually plays, in my opinion, a lot better at the 4.
Yeah.
And then you could go like Embiid at the 5. But let me turn on my light real quick.
But yeah, I feel like Team USA. I mean, does it really matter at the end of the day?
No.
Does it really matter? We're gonna go 8-0. It's like the only team I'm interested. The
only team they've done that before, where they're supposed to win and then they don't.
Yeah. I mean,
but
this team's sticky though.
Yeah,
this team is sweet.
I'm just interested in
This is the Avengers.
I'm just interested in playing France. To be honest, if we play France
Wemby?
with Embiid and Wemby, or Gobert and Wemby.
Gobert, Wemby, is Rissershea on that team or no?
I don't know.
I know Evan Fournier is on that team.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a game changer.
I'm just those two big guys, bro.
Fournier is a game changer, bro. I don't know if KD can handle all that.
That's gonna be the biggest hair. It's gonna be the biggest hair competition I ever seen.
Ooh, yeah.
Fournier is a bum.
Yeah.
Pistons legend. Shout out.
Oh yeah.
I think that's all we got.
Do you guys want to get into anything else, or can I?
No, I think this is all good,
man. Or are we good?
What about that list? What else? Did we cover everything or not?
Yeah, bro, we got everything, bro.
We got everything.
Line by line, bar by bar.
Did a little extra. We got, I mean, biggest losers in free agency. When I was looking at it, it's like I don't really feel like a team's like a huge loser. They just didn't go out and sign nobody. Like maybe the Heat didn't do shit.
To me, the losers will always be the Lakers. They always get so much hype, and then it's just
that is true.
On their face, bro.
Yeah,
it's always them.
Yeah, that is true.
Right.
Well, yeah, man. Let's try and we'll try and hit this every Sunday.
The show.
Now that'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah, I think it would be sweet. You know, just every Sunday you get like 45 minutes. There's gonna be stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we're kind of right now. We kind of started this at the worst time, but we needed to get it going because right now it's like there's not really any NBA. The draft is passed.
Yeah,
NFL's coming up. We got preseason coming up for that. You know, baseball's going on.
Well, that's the thing. Even with that, like next episode, I wouldn't even mind doing dude, we can do like a top 10 GOAT list or something. Or we can
Yeah.
do like a top 10 players
I
in the
mean,
NBA,
yeah.
bro. And we can
I'm
debate
excited.
that.
bro. There's really nothing happening a lot in the sports world right now, and we just covered all like the main stuff within like the past like 2 months.
Right.
So, like, how much is there gonna be
Yeah.
within 1 week from now? Just
I'm
besides
excited.
NBA
I'm
summer
excited
league?
when we get into football, man. Football.
Yeah.
100%.
That'll be fun.
When we get
And
into
even with
when
the
we get into
season starts.
fantasy talk and everything,
Yeah.
lines, it's
I'd
gonna
be
be a lot
down
of
for
fun.
like a top 10 all time NBA next
I mean,
week.
we can even do like a top 10 current players or something. We'll figure it out, man.
Yeah,
we
we
got it.
could do.
So
We
we
could
got to
do
get
rank-
Zobab on the show.
Zobab!
See what
Yeah.
he's got to say.
Yeah, no,
do
we
it.
do gotta get Zobop on the show for show.
All
At
right.
least a couple times.
Yeah. All right, boys. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
For
Thank you
sure,
everyone
man.
for
All right.
everyone for listening in. You know, all three of y'all. It's been lit, bro.
Yeah.
Yes,
You made
sir.
it to the end.
Appreciate the 2 viewers, man. You guys been lit, man. So
If you made it
Preach.
to the end, drop a
Preach.
chicken wing. Drop a chicken
Preach.
wing down below.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Real for real.
All right, boys. It was fun.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks
Peace
to
out,
everyone.
everyone.
Yep.
Yep.
Deuces.